up. You need a little revive.
Hey everybody, I'm SSP, and this is Rippin' with History, where we go through all the nuts and bolts of how Newfane and Olcott came to be, and all the fun factoids in between. Come with me on this historical journey. These steamboats are equipped with the most modern navigational aids: radio, radar, and depth thermometers. They are supplied with advanced information by the finest weather warning system in the world, and yet they do not always reach port. These great ships sail Great Lakes that can swallow them in one black moment without a trace. Storms exploding across hundreds of miles of open water pile up mountainous seas that strike swifter and more often than the deadliest waves on any ocean. Before the ship has a chance to recover from the last blow, the next is upon her. The lake's captain has no sea room in which to maneuver. Unlike his saltwater counterpart, he must stay on course throughout the storm. He must weather the teeth of the gale. It is an old joke, and a true one, on the Great Lakes that saltwater sailors often become seasick on what they have been known to call, disparagingly, our inland ponds. Before closer acquaintance turns them green in the face and forces a respectful bow over the rail, the waves on the lakes have a different motion. They are much sharper than ocean waves. They jump and tumble rather than roll and swell. The waves of the lake strike quicker in comparison to the more lethargic ocean waves because they are less dense. When a ship bound down from freshwater sails out of Lake Ontario into the St. Lawrence River, she will raise herself 2 or 3 inches at the plimsoll line as soon as she begins to hit the more buoyant salt water. Just as there are differences between storms on the oceans and storms on the lake, so are there differences in the way each lake acts up in a blow. Most veteran mates and captains and engineers whom I have known, like Yellow Green Lake, Lake Erie least of all in fair weather or foul. Even a line squall on treacherous Erie seems to scoop this shallowest of the Great Lakes from its muddy bottom and hurl it at the sky. Despite its violent temper and rock-bound coasts, mariners would prefer to navigate Lake Superior in a storm rather than any of the other 4 lakes because of the sea room this greatest body of fresh water affords. To Lake Michigan, the only one of the Great Lakes without an international boundary, sailing masters pay the utmost respect, not only because of this lake's long history of sudden disaster, but because of the prevailing winds that can sweep its length to roll up back-breaking seas, the scarcity of natural harbors or even man-made places of refuge, and the crowning fact that this is the trickiest of the lakes to keep a course on due to currents caused by a flow around the Straits of the Mackinac. When the wind shifts,